Hi, everybody. Welcome to Near Mid Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. I'm the Astonishing Melanie. This is the Uncanny Omar, and together we are Fusion Omni.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And we missed you all. So we're back doing the Saturday live stream. And we just want to thank everybody for being here, no matter where you're watching from or when you're watching. If you're watching this later and you can't comment live, we're just glad to be back.
Thank you all for the well wishes and the beautiful, wonderful comments. Thank you.
Yeah, we missed you all. Like,
look, even Cycle Cleveland's got some love and no yelling. Oh, you're so sweet.
Don't dox him. Don't dox him.
I can't. You're Cycle Cleveland. That's all I know you as.
Hey, Roberto, how are you? So it's it feels a little. It feels a little weird coming back. This is my first live stream back since my dad passed away, and I've recorded some videos and I edited, and the first one went out yesterday, or the first two went out yesterday. The DC's Finest video will go out later today.
Do you have an Onslaught Omni announcement? Is that what you're back with?
No. I do have perhaps a new format for Marvel Comics that I'll get to announce sometime. And I'm not talking about the compact size one, the Marvel Premiere ones. Something else they're working on. So
yes, sir. We did start on time.
Yeah, it's great to be here and surrounded by you wonderful people.
Oh, thank you. Chetty Spaghetti.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. I haven't had a chance to read people's comments yet. That's something I was saving for today.
I read them during my lunch break yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Box set Omnis. A box set of Omnis? Oh my gosh. Marvel's Finest Onslaught.
One day, right? That would be ridiculous. It would be a box set of Marvel premieres.
I've got, I think, 15 to 20 comics left of Alpha issues to get so that I can create a custom Omni.
Hey, JT Gamer, how are you, buddy?
Yeah.
Marvel Trashterpiece Edition. Marvel. hey, don't you put the crossing the same sentence as Marvel. You can put trouble there, but not the crossing.
Oh, here's a good question. What was your dad's favorite stories and characters if he read? He didn't read comics.
He did. When we were younger, my dad would read to me this series. It was a comic strip. Actually, no, it was a comic called Condorito, which is a South American.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And it's funny because now that I think about it, I still think I've got some at my dad's house.
Condorito?
Condorito? Yeah, he's like a little condor, but anthropomorphic.
Oh,
but
that's cute.
Yeah, except all the women were really busty.
Oh, that's why he read it.
It was like he was a cartoon anthropomorphic character, but the women were human. And some were like the villains.
Is this like Howard the Duck movie?
Thank you, Elon. I agree with that. Hey, Alex, how are you?
Puri has one of the all-time best football shirts.
It's pretty simple. I mean, we don't have the best football team, but we do have some pretty cool shirts.
The crossing saved D.H. McAdams. So there.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Omnibusty. Betty or Veronica?
Veronica.
It's Veronica got the black hair. Veronica.
I better answer Veronica. I answered Betty. Melly's gonna have some questions.
I don't remember which is which.
Betty
Robert
in the streets, and never mind. I remember reading Condorito when I was a kid, and here in PR, Puerto Rico, we also had Today El Taino. I don't think we had
Penguin Random House. He's a Penguin
No,
Random
he
House.
did not. That's
Let's see. Thank you,
Hey,
Matt.
how are you, buddy?
And
It's good to
Jose
see you.
enjoyed the video about your dad.
Oh, thank you, man.
Did you see
This
the
part.
announcement for Xenoblade Chronicles X for Switch?
I did. Yeah, I'm excited for it. It's one of the few games that was on the Wii U that we still haven't gotten on the Switch, right? Betty and Veronica.
Oh, Veronica's mean or be easily hotter. I haven't seen Riverdale. Okay, yeah, I'm big Veronica.
I haven't seen Riverdale either. My buddy Omnidog's a big fan of Riverdale.
Get ready to work. Go to work tonight.
Oh, Alex, I hope you have a good time at work. That heat just blew on my face.
Oh, we should let's switch spots.
No.
Siskel and Eber both liked Veronica better. That's a
Really?
good endorsement.
They both gave her the thumbs up. That's
Scotty's son. I'm going to start
Is that
part 11 of what am I reading? Executioner Song.
how do you pronounce that?
Two more. I said Ascani's son.
Well, I always have it's funny because it's like it's a made up word. So I've heard like Ascani and Ascani. And I never got a chance to ask Fabian, and he.
Oh,
I think I did behind the scenes, and he was like, "Oh, dude, it's a made up word. Pronounce it however you want." But people,
I'm almost done with Executioner Song.
Well, creators get really picky sometimes in the way you pronounce the characters' names.
Maybe if you provided like
this
is how you pronounce it.
Kazar,
Kazar,
Kazar.
Like that one, yes. Hey,
Paisano, how are you? Yes, I agree with Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, Operation Rainfall. What was the other one? I like the Trauma games. I would love to see those added on the Switch. I don't know if
we met this lovely person at New York Comic Con.
We haven't been here since New York Comic Con.
How are you, Kane? Yeah, that's it. In my head, you said Nisiasa, and then I was like, oh, we got stories to tell about meeting people, and yeah, we met Kane. Yay! I hope you're doing well. And can't stick around as I'm putting in half a day at the office to make up for a quick trip or out west earlier in the week. But I just wanted to say it's so wonderful to see both Omar and Melanie here. Oh, thank you.
And it's wonderful to see you. We did meet. It was amazing. And I'm glad that we did. I'm glad Melanie found a way to do it.
We walked down Artist Alley and overwhelmed by how much stuff there is. And accidentally spent more than I meant to at Beneath the Trees for Nobody Sees variant covers. Maybe it's pronounced Escaflowne. Escaflowne. We got that. You know how to say it from the song.
Yeah.
Escaflowne.
Not Escaflowne.
Escaflowne.
Hey, good morning. Thank you, Ken. Hey, what's up, Ian? How are you?
Wait, the professor left for Bage in the review of the original Blade film.
2 thumbs up, by the way.
Wait, but I thought they picked Veronica. Did I misread that?
Maybe you did.
What were your New York Comic Con highlights? Did you get to meet and talk to Chris Claremont? Will the interview be out soon? Not an interview, but you did get to talk to him.
Of all places, an after party. We were invited to a party by a publisher. And I'm talking to some friends that are editors at the publisher, and then I see Chris Claremont. I'm like, what? And he's sitting there just by himself.
And Bobby said, "Is that Chris Claremont?" I was like, "Yep," because Omar made a beeline and quit talking.
I
went
quit
straight
talking.
over there. I was like, "That must be Chris Claremont."
It's past 9 o'clock. What are you doing here, Chris? And he was like, "Bev wanted to get out, and whatever Bev wants is what she gets." And his wife wanted to go out to a party, so it was the first time I've ever seen Chris Claremont at it was a bar.
And he just stayed in which bar?
Yeah, he stayed in one spot and we talked.
It was like dance club as well.
And whenever
it got too crowded, I don't like it.
And the best way I described like talking to Chris Claremont, it was like he was in the middle of telling someone else's story, and then that person left, and then I walked in, and he's just telling the same story.
He was just drinking Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah, he was just drinking. Yeah, I was drinking, but his wife was drinking. But Chris was not drinking. I thought that was, and the guy that owned the club, it was like, oh my gosh, is that Chris Claremont? I love him. I got to hang out with artist Paul Fry, who is so sweet.
That was lovely.
And I introduced him to Chris Claremont. He was like, and him and his wife thanked me for that the next day when we were at a different bar. And I was like,
Omar be like, hey, let me introduce you, Chris. This is Paul.
am I? I'm just a stalker. That's it. Did you ask him to do a double interview with the? Oh my gosh, can you imagine that angry, grumpy old man? I would love that interview.
Here, we totally have stories to share. What if I like sprinkle in some questions as we tell our New York Comic Con stories? Will you be doing an overview of DC's new gallery edition? Which story would you like to see in that format?
There's a gallery edition. Did I know this? I don't know if I remember that or not. What are they called? What are they doing? I feel like these last 2 weeks have been just a blur. Congratulations,
Matt.
Congratulations, dude. Hey, Zach, how are you? By the way,
I'm sorry. It's so crazy big crowded.
It was crazy. Zach published he's publishing a horror series, and he publishes comic books, and he writes comic books, and he's one heck of a writer. One of my actually one of his books. It was one of my hidden gems a couple of years ago, or maybe it was last year. He did a horror anthology. So now he's doing a lot of things. Hey, Jeff, how are you, buddy? Looking forward to the DC's Finest this week. Yeah, my video comes out. My video comes out later today. It was supposed to come out last week, but there was an issue, and it was a small issue, that I said no.
House of Blood.
Yeah, that was it. House of Blood. Sorry, I should have said the name of the title. They want something needed to be taken out, and I was like, I'm not gonna take that out. Like, I feel like my viewers would benefit knowing that information. So it's approved, and so it comes out later today. So the first 4. It's interesting how that's working too. Like, it's not DC themselves as a third-party company that sent it to me.
Yeah. Let's see. Really quick, and I was really happy to meet Fabian Nicieza, and
guy's a class act.
I had him sign my first issue of the cable miniseries he did this year, and you could pick prints of Wolverine and Deadpool with speech bubbles for him to fill in, or Cable of Deadpool. So I picked Cable of Deadpool, and I have no idea why. I was like, I'm going to hang it up in my classroom. No, I can't hang it up in the classroom. Of course, he's the voice of Deadpool. It's got inappropriate stuff.
It did.
So, I should have brought it down. So that's going to go up in my craft room. But it was so lovely to meet him, and I'm cheesing so big with the picture. And I should have uploaded pictures. Which question, baby?
Oh, I just wanted to see this one.
Okay.
Omar, I can't seem to get into 90s comics due to the art, over-the-top art, and the coloring being in its beginning of the digital form. Yeah. For instance, Grant Morrison's JLA. Any advice? Yeah, there's way too many good comics out there. Go and read those. Go read the ones that you enjoy. If you can't get into 90s artwork, it's not for you, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, a lot of 90s artwork.
People can't get into Silver Age. People can't get in the Golden Age. People can't get into modern comics that are being released today. It doesn't, like, as long as you find something you enjoy, read those. Don't waste your time. What I'm trying to say is, don't waste your time trying to get into something that everybody else seems to be enjoying, because you're just going to waste your time, and it's not going to be a good experience. You're going to force yourself to try to enjoy something that you're like, what do people see in this? And miss out on things that you're going to find wonderful, and you might miss out on because you're busy trying to get into 90s comics.
Zach's saying that when you put it on your Hidden Gems House of Blood, I mainly got a bunch of DMs on Twitter and didn't even have an online shop at the time. Yay!
Oh, dude, it's my pleasure. It's books like that I just love. Any news on Amazing Spider-Man by Melanie McFarlane Omnibus getting a reprint? No, they're working on they're redoing the lists of epics and omnis. I should have something this week, like a small list of something. I'll check back again.
No,
I did see them. I just didn't get to talk to them because their lines are always huge.
I was like, yeah, I do. I just didn't have time to stand in line for Dan Mora. That would be great. And we have a super chat here.
Hey, Bruce.
Thank you.
The only info I could find on the DC Gallery editions are the ones from Graffiti Designs, but those are the older releases. Those are the artist editions, right? Is that what we're talking about?
I have to find my.
Like, I'm serious. This last 2 weeks have been a blur because of everything going on. So I didn't know. I mean, they very well could have. Just like I know that at New York Comic Con they announced the Marvel's premiere line, the little compact. And I know my friends went over the stuff on Thursday, but everything has just been like a blur.
Yeah, it just Omar already thanked people in the video he put out yesterday for his dad. But I just want to say thank you again to everybody that like we're subbed. I feel like you're teachers, right? You have to have a substitute that subbed in for the channel. And just it continued. The Ari Parva channel continue working on it. Like, just thank you to everybody.
There was a lot of support and love that sometimes I feel like I didn't deserve, but it was welcomed. So thank you to the wonderful folks that stepped in. I did buy original art, but not for me, for my daughters. The gentleman that drew the Archie Mega Man comics was there, and I was like, well, let me look for some pages. So I got an Iceman page for my youngest.
Yeah.
And I couldn't find any Cut Man or Snake Man, and he was like, oh, I only drew one panel of Snake Man. So he did me an original piece for my daughter. So that was really cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I'm glad you got him, Kate. Thankfully, for Chip, I only stood in line for like 10, 15 minutes. I would just walk by right at the time. I was like, oh, I'm standing in line now then. And I said, is this the end of the line? And the lady said, are you Melanie? I was like, yeah. And she is friends with Honda Lorian, who's a viewer. So that was really cool. We talked while we were waiting for Chip. And I got a goofy picture of him looking all lumberjacky, I suppose, with his he put his leg up on the table, didn't he? He's wearing this plaid shirt, and so that was awesome.
Yeah, we bonded over something in common about DC Comics.
Oh yeah, that's true.
IDW Mega Man. I'm sorry, not Archie Mega Man. There was a crossover with Archie's Sonic at the time.
You got Action Foobs who jealous behind that book.
They were kind enough to send me the copy of the. There is a limited edition and then the regular edition.
Oh, good, Nick. You got to meet him last year.
He was. Yeah, he is super nice. Like when
I said, I bought. What did I buy? Batman Knight. Shoot, what's it called? Well, anywho, I said, sign it to Melanie, not Omar, and he literally wrote to Melanie, not Omar, like not in all caps, a bunch of hearts left Chip, and I was like,
he's a funny guy.
And Bar, I bought. You'd be proud. I really should go upstairs and get it. I'm gonna go get it. Here. You take
I'm gonna
get my stuff.
I was gonna take a picture of Wink's cosplayers bar, and Melanie said, "You're wasting your time. You're never gonna post it."
Well, because
I was gonna take it for you, and Melanie told me not to waste my time.
You know what? If I didn't even upload our pictures, there's no way you would remember to upload the picture of the Winx Club, and we were just standing there, and he wasn't like doing anything to like get the picture.
That were waiting in line. I was just go get your stuff.
I'll get this.
Hey, Warren, how are you, buddy? Batman the Knight. Like you said, everyone has their taste, Omar, but like for me, for instance, I like the 60s Stan Lee stories. Well, you're not alone. There's a lot of people that do. Well, obviously, Marvel Comics wouldn't be what it is today if it wasn't for people not liking the 60s Stan Lee. I'm already proud, and I don't even know what she got. I don't know where she's going to get. Omar, are you trade waiting for the Absolute Wonder Woman and Batman books, or have you broken your vow? I haven't read them yet. I'm waiting for the collections. I think I Absolute Wonder Woman came out and Absolute Batman, right? Absolute Superman isn't out yet. I did think of Bar when I saw the Winx Club cosplayers. Hey, Codex, good to see you, man. I owe you an email. Tina messaged me, so I'll get back on that. I just started getting on emails yesterday. Hey, dude, how are you, MD? Hey, Carlos, hope to find you well. Have you read James Cameron's Avatar comics? Are they any good? I haven't. Those are the ones that are being published by Dark Horse, right? And I know Titan Comics also had them. Welcome back. Thank you. If y'all still need time, take it. Thoughts and prayers. Thanks, man. I think it was time for me to come back. I've missed doing this. And like I said in my video, I don't think my dad would want me moping around. So I'm here. Absolute Batman is ridiculous, but a lot of fun. I have read single issues. I did. Armor, I read Armor, issues 1 and 2. Any update on DC versus Marvel amalgam? I think that was pushed back until next year, wasn't it? Like, are there any omnis or absolutes that you two are looking forward to between now and the end of the year? Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to the Green Lantern by Peter Tomasi, Omnibus Volume 2. That's one that I'm really looking forward to. No, Death of Wolverine, because I haven't read. There's something that I haven't read. One of those miniseries I never got to read. What percent? Oh gosh, percentages. What percentages in the Larson and Bagley Spider-Man Omni 2 is in Maximum Carnage material? You mean the Spider-Man versus Venom omnibus? About 70%. Because there are some things like the Vault that aren't included in there because it's a Venom story, like Darkhawk. Those are Venom stories. So, Absolute Superman's this week. So, Amalgam might be the last week of December.
Oh, Hunter said that Sentinel Comics has you live in store. Hi, Sentinel Comics.
Yeah. How are you, buddy? He was on our channel the other day during the Marvel solicitations. I asked him to join, before things happened with my dad, and Peter hosted that. And Peter did an amazing job. I watched the replay, so I was really glad that continued, and because I know people really look forward to that video. And the end of the month. Oh, thank you, John. Rank the potential.
You get pink
collections from most. Oh my gosh! Excited to buy. So okay. Oh wow, Nth Man, huh? Oh wait, these are some of my favorites. Okay, Gru, Nth Man, Iron Man, Director of Shield, Bucky O'Hare, Iron Man by O'Neill, Space Ghost by Joe Kelly, Bazooka Joe, X-Men by Austin, Hellblazer by Carey, and Dragon Ball. Wait, but Dragon Ball's been collected. Okay.
I'm gonna hold this up for you while he's answering this question.
Wow. Oh, okay. Most excited, right? Most to least. Okay. Most excited. Honestly, I would love an Nth Man collection. That's one of my favorite underrated series. There's no collection of it. So I'm gonna go with Nth Man. After that, I'll go with, I really like Iron Man, Director of Shield. So I'll go with that. Oh, well, no, Hellblazer by Carey, Mike Carey. Yeah, I'll do that. Then Iron Man, Director of Shield. After that, I think I'm gonna go with Iron Man by O'Neill. Then Bucky O'Hare, because I really love that. I'm glad you mentioned that. Space Ghost by Joe Kelly, because I don't think I finished reading that. Dragon Ball, yeah, and Bazooka Joe, and then X-Men by Chuck Austin. But I'm lying to you if I were to say that I would not be excited for an X-Men by Chuck Austin omnibus, because that's how ridiculous I am. I'm a completist, so yeah.
I don't think so. Did this happen in the series? I just really, pay 10 more bucks and you get a second one. I was like, I really like that one. This is it from? Does that happen? In the series? I was like, I just love the story that's being told here. So I got it. And I love the story that's being told here. I spent like 15 minutes just trying to decide what to buy. And we have a super chat for Mike, but just really quick. Here's my Fabian Nicieza Cable Deadpool print where he filled it out, and it mentions things such as a spinal rectal probes and foreskin and eyeliner, so I won't put it up.
What are you doing? Oh, Mike, how are you, buddy? I know it's not in collection yet, but have you read Absolute Batman 1 by any chance? If so, thoughts? I haven't. I was waiting for collections. I know the digital copy went out to several reviewers, so I had a lot of friends that have read it already. That, Superman, and
I heard it was really good, but I just haven't been to the
Yeah.
comic book store.
And I know people have an issue with his the design, but I think it's really cool. Like, oh, I know social media always blows things out of proportion, right? Like, it's horrible, it's awful. Like, you see all kinds of things, but I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure Frank Miller has shown his designs for The Dark Knight. He would have gotten a lot of hate back then if social media was still around. Doesn't, at least not yet, but maybe see something to make you happy. Thank you, Bruce. Venom 3 will lose money. Hopefully, Craven.
Oh, wait, this one. There you go.
Then the end of the Sony Spider adjacent movies. Oh my gosh. I hate anything losing money, but those movies are so dumb.
Yes, Fabian lettered that while we were talking to him.
Melanie forgot to pay.
I did, and then right back. I'm like, because we were just so happy, and
he was really sweet. He's
actually, well, then I'll go ahead and say, he said, no, it's fine. It's for Omar.
He's really
Which
sweet.
really sweet. And then I was like, but it's for me.
No, it's for Omar. You heard
me. What? That's big girl.
You heard the man.
Melanie was so excited. Her toad sounded like she was saying toad.
Yeah. Hey, JK, how are you, buddy? We've missed all of you, seriously.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Body Bag Artist Edition is going strong. They blew past their goal.
Good. Thank you for joining that, buddy. Thank you for taking care of that, because I know Dom is great. I don't think he was very familiar with that era and the art and what Jason Pearson was, or how important Jason Pearson was back then to a lot of us. So I'm glad that you helped out with that.
Yeah, James, you're right. I held up her card. Brianna Garcia.
Oh, Shang, I'm so sorry. I lost my father earlier this year, too. I admire that your father played a very important role in your life. I wish I could say the same to my father. At my dad's funeral, I was reminded of the people that I saw in the when I was giving a speech. I looked at some faces that had grown up in my house because they didn't have a good life at home, and I was reminded how very blessed and lucky I was to have my dad, and that we got along, because not everybody gets that. I had a good friend of mine whose father left him when he was a kid and started a new family, never had anything to do with him, loved and raised these new kids from his new family. And when he died, my friend is still dealing with those issues of like, why didn't he love me? So like I said, I'm very blessed that I had my dad for so long, and that we actually got to we actually got along. Yeah.
How far were the current epic collections run from the classic series for Amazing Spider-Man before we get to modern Amazing Spider-Man?
Well, the modern one's coming out. It doesn't matter if they're done with it or not. Yeah, they're coming out. So, I mean, we're still missing what, 5 maybe? Like five more.
I had Chip sign his newsletter. And I put it in a plastic bag with no tape, because I read on the inside, I'm going tape nuts, Chip's nitpicks.
Melanie thought she was witty.
And you know what?
Having that sign, and she wasn't the only one.
Read right before me, she had it too, which I'm sure tons of people do every day. But I was like, what? No, I want to be the one. Thank you for the super sticker.
El Santuario de los Cómics. ¿Cómo estás, hermano? Desde México vienes acá a visitar.
Spidey. Maybe. Come on, Spidey. There you go. Spidey. And we have another super chat. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
If you read Absolute Batman in the same way you read Sean Murphy's White Knight, it's very much enjoyable.
Yeah, because it's taking place out of continuity, right? Yeah, okay. Absolutely. I'm there.
Okay, Brandon and Mr. Vic.
Brandon, you're excited for the new DC logo, which is the old logo that we had when I was growing up. I love it. Is it? No, not yet. Right? What time? It's 11:30. Oh my gosh, time is flying by.
Well.
Hey, Richard, how are you?
Cosmos Showtime.
I hope you both are doing and the family are well. Omar, sorry for your loss. Prayers for you and the family. And I should be getting Extremity Near Mint Condition Edition in the mail today. Stay minting. Oh, thank you, dude.
And it's going to look like this. Nice.
Yeah, we're actually talking about our second variant. Image sent out an email, and my wonderful sponsors has started an email chain. I hadn't had a chance to chime in yet.
Jamal Eagle? Is that your pronounce his name? Okay, son.
Jamal Eagle.
Eagle.
Well, I had a delivery today, so there's only one more book to come from for Unbroken Art across the first 100 Hachette DC hardcovers.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Wow.
How many more epics do you think it will take to collect the entire Brubaker run? Well, they're putting in stories by Jeff Loeb in there, miniseries. So I want to say, oh gosh, wait. Maybe 6 in total? Yeah, 6 or 7. That's, yeah, at least 6 at the very least. So if you're interested in purchasing collected editions and you live in Canada, check out BD Cosmos. They have 25% off your order of 99 Canadian dollars or more. They're based out of Montreal, Quebec, so they have a physical storefront, but their website is bdcosmos.com. They have free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order over 200 Canadian dollars or more. And if you let them know Near Make Edition sent you their way, you'll be added to a monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers, and that is
BD Cosmos with rewards and raffles taking care of customers in Canada. Hey, pew pew pew. I'll continue showing things like that.
Mike with the bad news. Don't forget to set your clocks back tonight. Oh, dude. Hey, Dom, how are you, buddy?
Oh, Dom's where?
He was telling the Josh.
Oh,
he was yelling at Josh for watching language.
Thank you, Dom. And yes, I love Wrong Earth.
She loves the Wrong Earth.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Guys. I think everybody else is getting Jamal Eagle to like sign Green Lantern, and Melody's the only one the only one that showed up with the Wrong Earth.
Jorge Corona. I had.
He's a really nice guy.
And the inside too. I was like, "Could you please sign my favorite panel from this issue?" Wait. So look away if you don't want spoilers. Okay, this is issue 7 of Transformers. Look away if you don't want spoilers. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so messed up.
You know, this issue is coming out in trade paperback this month, volume 2.
And these are the variant covers of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I picked this one because of Omar. Because what is that? Creepy stories.
Scary, creepy stories. Yes, that's it. EC's famous scary, creepy stories.
This one's so sad. This part of the story is so sad. I was like, oh my gosh, that's a haunting cover.
To take on the
is it?
Tales from the Crypt. Not that one, the one you were holding up in the EC,
like, what?
The EC horror line.
Oh, we're not early. Wait, who said we're early?
Maybe the time has changed somewhere.
Yeah, not for us. It changes tonight for us at 2 in the morning.
Change it. Oh gosh.
Brian's saying we just lost Greg Hildebrandt.
He passed away.
The covers for Star Wars original Marvel years 1 through 3.
He was an amazing artist. I think he was 85 years old. Yeah, great artist.
Oh, thank you for letting us know. And don't say to check your text
right now. It won't take long. Okay.
Oh yeah. I can't read. I can't read. I can't wait to read. Ain't No Grave. Yeah, I'm totally gonna read that when we get it. And yeah, those covers are awesome. And Transformers has been such a good run. So good. I was hoping Daniel Warren Johnson would just show up, but he didn't. Thank you.
We got invited to a Daniel Warren Johnson event, but it was, I mean, there's no, especially with my dad passing, like there was no way we could have gone anyway. But that was really sweet.
El
Santuriario de los cómics.
Thank you. Hi, Melanie and Omar. I'm so glad you guys returned to live Saturday Q&A. Did you review the DC Marvel Omni yet? Thank you for the super chat. Did you?
No, not yet. Okay. I didn't do that or Hellblazer because I was in the middle of editing when my mom called me my mom called me yelling that I need to come because my dad had fallen and she didn't know what was going on. So I told her to call 911 and I took my little girl with me and everything has been a blur. I was reading the Hellblazer Omnibus and was going to shoot videos, but everything was just everything was just put on hold. So that's when Dom and everybody stepped in to help out. Yeah. I'm sorry to say, or I'm sorry to see that. Super laugh hard. Lost a good friend. Man, I'm sorry. Miss you, Tom.
No, that's not really bad timing. No, because we just talked about Hildebrand.
Yeah, and I'm sure. No, there's no. I think that's wononderful. I think like why would you not want to be remembered for something like that, right? Like, yeah, their artwork in the swimsuit issues were hot. Absolutely.
Oh, good, Dom. You did a great job with the swimsuit jingles. Yay!
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Oh, thank you, Roberto. Man, I was just thinking. I guess I thought, oh yeah, I'll go to the comic book store once a month, and it's not happening. But I love going to comic stores. Just
we'll go today if you want to.
I'm tired.
I gotta make some TikToks with Tina, but we can go today.
I want to sleep. Here, really quick, let me show Batman the Night, which I didn't know existed by Zdarsky.
Yes,
I said, what is this? He said, oh, this is the first one I wrote for DC. You'll like it. I was like, okay, thank you. And I've read the first issue, and I am digging it. Because you know me, I jump around from comic to comic. Executioner Song, this, Extremity. I finished Ice Cream Man. Oh, Ice Cream Man's so good. And
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I just jump around. And so here's his signature to Melanie, not Omar. Love, Chip. That's so awesome.
He took his mask off for me. I didn't see him take his mask off.
Because he was outside. I was so jealous. Then he texted me, I'm still in the con, and he met him outside. Well, you know what? I interviewed him outside in February. So there, or March, or whatever it was. And then I got this because it's my favorite Batman story.
We own that already.
I don't care. I don't have it to get signed. So he signed it and he drew that. What's it called? A remark?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little picture. It's so cute.
He's a good guy.
Okay, last thing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we bought more than this. It's just all that I brought down. I can't wait to read this too. It's by my bed on Catwoman Lonely City because Omar interviewed Cliff Chang and
guy's so good too.
Look at this signature. Look how cool that is. Oh, it's so pretty.
He was a joy to talk to. Actually, I haven't put out our interviews because again, it's just been like it's been taking care of funeral arrangements. It's been taking care of insurance, of Social Security. And on top of that,
super sticker.
Oh, thank you, Jill. On top of that, there's a language barrier with my mom, and I translated everything for my dad, and now it's become things for my mom, and I don't mind at all. I told Melanie like I wish my dad could call me to tell me to translate things. So I don't mind at all to do it for my mom. It's just being on hold with Social Security for an hour and a half for them to tell you, oh, we need to schedule a meeting on November 13th. It's things like that. And canceling all my dad's appointments because I didn't want to get texts or calls that, with my dad's name on it. Yeah. This has been difficult for me.
People in the chat saying that Catwoman Lonely City is awesome. That Bar said even Josh liked it. And Mad Genius, thank you for the super chat. Omar, welcome back, and my condolences for your loss.
Thank you.
Props to the folks who subbed in for you. The Indie Evergreen Show made me buy the Hellboy Library Editions and the Grindel Omnibus set. So thanks? ?
Yeah, that was one that I wish I could have joined. I love the people in that stream, and it's always a joy just to do shows with Peter. For the love of comics and those guys. Oh yeah, that's me and Mike Mignola.
Speaking of Hellboy, sorry it's blurry.
Wow, that guy. He had an art exhibition in New York.
Legit, like art studio, like very like you see in the movies, and people acted just like in the movies. Okay.
Thank you, Dickens. Much love to you, man.
Oh, good. I hated Zdarsky's Batman, and then it went so crazy. I loved it. Batman's like if I just take it too seriously. That's a good point. Yeah, I love how over the top it is.
I wonder what Chip will work on.
Hey, Adam. Yeah, so
it's good to see you, brother.
Then after the con, I read Zdarsky's newsletter about he's leaving Batman, and
well, I mean, when Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee are like, we're doing Hush Part 2. By the way, that was something I knew about.
Oh yes,
for a long time that I kept quiet that a Hush 2 was coming. I can't reveal who told me, but it was really cool how I found out. And they were like, we don't know if it's going to happen or not. It's been in the works since that anniversary hardcover. But now it's coming, so it's really cool.
Please say yes, and Elsa, because it's been a long time since I talked to her.
Thank you, Mr. Vic.
Yeah. Let's see.
And Danny, how are you, buddy?
Alex, I love the comment you left on Omar's My Dad video. Should I dive into Amazing Spider-Man volumes 4 through 5, or wait until I get my mitts on volumes 1 through 3? To Melanie, not Omar, typical legendary knuckle black.
Well, you Canadians have a good sense of humor. I don't think there's anything wrong with reading 4 through 5. I think you'll appreciate 4 and 5 more if you read it, in chronological order. Like, one has wonderful Steve Ditko artwork and also great storytelling by them. That genuinely made her crack up. Didn't expect the Q&A live stream. Yeah, we do this every Saturday, or try to. Just done a blind buy of Sarah about the Russian snipers. Have you read it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's one of my favorite books.
We did a book club meeting on it, and John, you asked earlier about the book club meeting, so sorry, that's my noises of frustration. I'm so sorry. Tomorrow I'm going to put up a poll on Patreon when to meet to talk about Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Is like the 1.5 second time we've tried to sorry, can't speak, don't know words. How about the third time we've tried this to talk about Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees? Moved it to November. Because of Omar's father's passing. And so tomorrow on Patreon, $7.77 tier and up, put a vote on when you can meet to talk about it. But in the future, I'd like to put The Wrong Earth on there. Actually, my reminder went off November the 1st. Put Wrong Earth on book club choice. I was like, oh, not this month. Okay.
Something I learned from Lost was if you have voicemails, keep them. The wind never stops blowing through the hole, but that's left behind. We just get better with it being there. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've got some voicemails from my dad. I'm never gonna delete and probably back them up just in case.
Stephen,
hey buddy.
Thank you. And the amount of support was shocking. The Epic group sent the flowers?
No, that was my buddy Brooks.
Yeah, and you're going to be doing a DC versus Marvel review, right?
Yeah, that came in. That came in at the same time Hellblazer did, and I didn't get around to it because it's. I didn't feel like reading. I didn't feel like doing anything.
Yeah.
So it'll show up, and I know I've said this before that I think we live in a time when everybody wants to be first. And I get it. You want to be the first to showcase these things. You want to be the first to talk about the books. You want to be the first. But I've learned not to rush things, and I've learned that because other channels get copies of books the same time I do, and I've learned to take my time and learn to give the time to these stories that they deserve. So I try to do my videos justice, and I learned that people still watch my videos. So I think if you still want to, I mean, DC versus Marvel is just one of those omnis that I'm sure everybody has done a video about, because I think it's been out for a week now, or at least I got it a week and a half ago.
But then when you do, people can hear your 2 cents, and
my 2 cents is going to be, this was awesome. This was
great.
Know
what I mean. No, it's more than that.
I love those. I love those old
I'm
classic
excited.
stories.
No, we have. Well, at least I haven't. Have you read Distillery stuff?
I read what was the one with the vampires? Becky Cloonan and who's the artist? I liked it. I don't know how I feel about the limited edition ones, because I like extra content and extra pages of stories, but I think it's a little much, like the price difference between the regular edition and the limited editions that they have. Like it's quite a big difference.
All I know is just when I saw the list of creators, I was like, oh wow, this looks like it's going to be good.
Well, it's a new publisher, right?
Yeah,
but
like the list of creators that all went in on it. So
that's
exciting.
And they're doing independent stuff, and we got Apparently, that was the one party we could not go.
Oh
to.
yeah, that was
It was very elite. You had to have an exclusive invitation, and a +1 could get you in.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. And Omar, you also need to read X-Men from the Ashes. We need a video with you, Peter, and others ranking the best from worst.
Oh, you mean the new era? I thought you meant the original from
Factor
the Ashes.
is the worst. Oh,
really?
Okay.
Mark Russell's?
And X-Men from the Ashes era has been a lot of fun so far. Yeah, I read. Well, did I read the first 3 issues?
You read Adjectiveless X-Men.
Yeah, the first one I was like, maybe, and then the second, third, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm in.
I liked NYX. I did read the single issue of that.
Hey, Jimmy.
And Jimmy, how are you, dude?
Idle Wilder said the quality of your videos speak for themselves, first or not.
Oh, thank you. I love that picture of Cyclops, by the way.
Yeah, I like it too.
Reviews are the best. Oh, thank you all. Yeah, Melanie's excited for that one too.
I think it's cool that Junko Misono is involved with like the marketing and figures and such. Like I was like,
hello from Australia. What are you doing up? That's wonderful that you're here, though. I have a question. Did you do a review on the Marvel Arrow Volume 1 Before the Storm? I can't find a review on it. By the way, I'm sorry about your father. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I did. Oh gosh. It's in one of those weekly trade. By the way, BJ stepped in and did one of those for me. Oh man, forever grateful for that, because I know people really look forward to those. Yeah, they did. I did do one of those. That was years ago though. My dad passed in April and Uncle in August. You have an old video I would watch when my dad was here where you are packing to move. I watched this each night to help me cope. It would give me some comfort.
I'm glad it helped. So great. Do you want me to wait for you, or do you want?
No,
me to keep
I'm okay. I think that's the reason I decided to come back. Because I know I need distractions. So I started like rewatching The Sopranos because it was something my dad and I were going to watch together. I started playing video games again with my brothers. That was a really nice distraction. We've been watching horror movies. But I remember in a lot of my videos, people would say, you know, thank you so much for doing this. Like, I'm having a hard time in life, and I got lost in your video, or this video, you know, helped me cope through a hard time in my life. So I thought about that, like, I need to come back because maybe somebody will find some kind of enjoyment and forget about life for a while.
Mario Party.
Yeah, Mario Party.
And then you wanted me to play Silent Hill, and you immediately fell asleep, and then I got aggravated and quit. Not with you falling asleep, because I'm not good.
My sleep has been. It's not been the same. Pandemic, man, that was those were some highs and lows. Lost my job. This became my full-time thing. The views were amazing. I remember, like, man, there were so many people watching the Saturday live stream, and I knew it wouldn't last forever. But here I am, years later, still doing it, and you wonderful folks are here. Oh, peruano, ¿cómo estás, hermano?
Oh my gosh. Should we again for the next Camp America? Oh, that would be awesome. What because he wrote Adventures Twilight. I enjoyed that.
I asked him, remember when we interviewed him, I asked him what he wanted to write, and he was like, well, you know, I like Wolverine, so that would be cool.
Oh, that would be awesome. And I love Mark Russell. I totally need to read X Factor if it's like Ecstatics. And
Oh,
he's being
really?
Mark
Is it?
Russell. Oh my gosh.
I wonder how Peter.
Mark
What does
Russell's
Peter
awesome.
think about it? Usually,
That's
Yeah.
what Peter said, that it's more like aesthetics. Who said that? I was reading. Yeah, John said. Let's see.
backlash against New X
Peter
Factor
compared
seems
it to
less
what's
about the book being
ecstatic.
bad and more about it being the book people wanted. Peter compared it to a tone of ecstatics. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Mike. And I know you lost
Max.
your baby, and it's not easy, man. It's not. Life sucks sometimes. The pool.
Says Murph. The pool.
When my neighbor,
of course, I let the water run. Oh, I hope she's doing well.
my neighbor's like, your pool is overflowing, and people are like, you got a pool? And I was like, hey, don't get excited.
Yeah,
I ain't got money.
Pool.
It's a blow up pool. Calm down, people.
Saludos de Peru.
Yeah.
Yeah, that money goes towards books. You got a library. Oh yes, that was so good when Madrox was a detective. Who did Peter David write that?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that I read that before we were even married, right? Or we were just married. Man, that was good. By the way, Peter David likes the Aquaman Omni. He likes how thick it is.
I'm glad that he's doing better. That's good to hear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Alpha Flight. That would be cool for him to write.
Oh gosh, can you imagine that guy doing like what's it called? Like a real world type of take on Alpha Flight.
As Emma says, when life sucks, you're a happy part of my day. Thank you. You are the best content creator.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, Kenny. My shrink I was seeing online for grief told me distractions were a great idea. Of course, I did not listen. Then did not leave my house for a year.
Oh, yeah.
Bruce, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see all of you. It's good to see familiar faces and questions. Y tu camiseta de Peru. Oh, yeah, man. My dad was very proud. My dad's team was Alianza Lima, and that's something Kenneth. I put in his coffin was his team's logo. He was really proud of them. They sucked so bad, but he was really proud of them.
I don't think you have the Percy Jackson graphic novels. I haven't.
Yeah, I don't have that one. A Krakoa era omnibus. Yeah, we're getting the Sabretooth War. But I'm thinking you're probably meaning like Dawn of X, Reign of X, Fall of X, that type of stuff. Trial of X. I know one day we will. I just don't know when. Oh, let him get weird. Doctor Strange would be good. Moon Knight would be good.
Oh, yeah.
Although I'm really enjoying Jed McKay's run on Moon Knight, though.
Purple Rain, thank you.
Oh, thank you, buddy. My condolences. Appreciate you and Omar in the channel. So many of us draw strength from you. My dad also has health issues. Just appreciating every day. And I did. I did appreciate my dad every day.
Oh, Super Laugh Hard. How about a yearly NFC award in memory of your dad for the comic with the most heart?
Oh.
That's a really cool idea.
I do my top 10 reads, top 10 collected editions, top 10 Marvel Omnis, top 10 DC Omnis, top 10 Epic collections. That is a good idea. I'll think about that one.
No. Oh, thank you.
Punchline.
I had it done purple, but then it was fading really quickly, so I just bought some box dye, and it's not the color on the box, but I was like, okay. I'll roll with it. Thank you. And Jimmy, you're going to make me flip the table. What do you mean Eddie Brock's becoming Carnage in January? No, sir. No, Jimmy. No.
Why are you yelling at Jimmy?
It's Jimmy's fault.
I think Jimmy's a Moebius movie guy, so that's fine. You can yell at him.
Do you know about this?
No.
No.
I didn't know. I trade weight, so I don't know about what's happening. I mean, I know some things, right? But not about this one. So is Carnage coming to an end? I hope
it's fun, and I hope people like it. Wait, that sounded like I was jaded. I genuinely be bad. It's written by Soul.
Actually, that is a really good idea.
So hopefully it's good.
Roberto Rodriguez said, "Hey, Gabriel, muchas gracias, hermano." That's a good one. Honestly, I would love to do that. I would love to do that with Peter and Riley and Oddfell. Actually, I'm gonna message them right now. because I need that. I need a long distraction.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay, baby. And I didn't know here is based on a comic. It looks interesting because I love
So, yeah, it's a
Forrest
graphic
Gump,
novel.
and I can't remember the actress's name, but she was the other lead in Forrest Gump, and is the
Princess
director.
Buttercup.
Yeah, like that. It looks good. Hold up. What was the other thing I was thinking of? Okay, you're texting.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna be Ray's. Oh, thanks, Adam, for remembering. I haven't talked to Ray's for a minute. Master Bobby, thank you, and thank you, Brandon. Let's see, Bruce. Thank you for the super chat. I also kept wondering why doctors and hospitals are not more like Netflix, so I could go on their site and cancel all of my wife's future appointments. Hated those calls.
Yeah,
oh, man.
dude, I feel you. I got a call on Friday that just, how many times are you gonna say my loved one is no longer here? How many times? It's so like, because you it's not about forgetting, right? It's about living with it, and it's going to happen. But how many times am I going to get a call about my dad's appointment, and after I've already said please cancel all his appointments? Apparently, Eddie is trying to set Carnage right by bonding with him or something.
Maybe.
Oh, Max is here. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I said hi earlier. Sybil was wondering would you recommend me getting Batman one bad day? I'm only allowed one comic gift under $100 and looked great in your review. I need a good opinion from a comic book master.
Thank you. Yeah, are you a newer comic reader? Because those are a lot of fun if you're a new comic reader. Seriously.
So you recommend?
Yeah, I recommend it. Get the box set. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. It gets you to know the characters. Robin Wright was also Wonder Woman's aunt. That's right. She was all buffed up in Wonder Woman. You're right. Yeah, that's
Robin Wright. Thank you. That's her name.
Princess Buttercup. Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Creature Commandos?
Is it out? Gosh, I'm serious. I'm out of the loop. I haven't seen Venom. I haven't finished Agatha. I know Amanda wants to review Agatha on Wednesday, so she's coming over this week to watch Agatha with me. Penguin, is Penguin finished?
Oh man, I'm sorry, Phenomenal AC.
Yeah, I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, Mike, thank you for the super chat. Thoughts on Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee doing Hush 2? I know this sounds mean, but I'm afraid they're past their prime. I tell you what, I mean, it's gonna be printing money for DC. That's gonna be huge for them. It's gonna be huge for comic book stores. All 50 variant covers of issue number 1 or whatever ridiculous marketing they're gonna do. So yeah, I'm a sucker for Hush. I really liked Hush. So yeah, I'll see what they've got. Loeb, people said that Loeb hasn't been the same. I reread Red Hulk. It was so stupid. It was fun. Ultimates. I have stayed away from Ultimates 3 and Ultimatum for so many years. I read them one time, and I'm not even a fan of the Ultimate Universe. I wonder how it would, going back and reading those again, would feel like.
Steven saying thank you.
Oh, of course, buddy.
And hold up. And Alex is saying thank you as well, that you reached out more than anyone except his mom. I remember that.
Who wrongly put Spear Agent over Enley. It's his magnum opus, man.
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, buddy. Nice to see you and Melanie have returned. Remember to give yourself grace if needed. There's a saying, don't grow up. It's a trick.
Aw.
That's the worst trick ever. Thank you, buddy.
Let's see. Batman Hush is just peak Jim Lee. And Jacob's excited for Hush too.
To the best comics creator to ever do it, back at it. Yeah. And it's one of those books that really got a lot of people into Batman. I remember when they were coming out, books were huge. My cousins who didn't even read comics were getting single issues.
It is.
I'm happy to see you, buddy. I'm happy to see all you all here.
It's time.
I am 4 episodes in on Agatha. Show is starting to feel redundant. I thought the same thing. I liked episode 1 a lot. I thought episodes 2 and 3 were okay. Episode 4 got a big got me back into it, but that's mainly due to the outfits the ladies were wearing in that episode. Not so much more the plot.
Okay, I want to make sure that I got all the super chats. I think I did. Here, why don't you talk about Walt?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait. Here's one more. John's, and then we'll talk about Walt.
Oh yes, it's on my radar. I am so looking forward to that. It's being published by Image. The Free Agents by Busick and
wait, is this new?
It's been something they've been working on for years, but it is finally coming out.
When?
I think it's already coming out in single issues. I don't know if it's coming out in collected.
What happened when I don't go to the comic book store? Thank you, John.
Mr. Walter, how are you? Hey, Eric, it's good to see you, buddy. Much love back to you, man.
Okay, Walt's Comic Shop.
Yep. So if you live in the EU and you're wondering where you can pick up big books, go to waltzcomicshop.com. They're based in Berlin, Germany. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC big books within the EU. Flat shipping rates for €12 for all EU countries. They did try the free shipping in October, but I'll see if that's still continuing in November. And they have a superb selection of new titles and out-of-print books. And exclusively for you, our viewers, use the code Near Mint Condition at checkout, all one word. You get free shipping for all EU countries within your first order of €40 or more.
And that's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for Omnibus and premium collected editions in Europe. Ding, ding, ding.
Hold on.
And really quickly, I'm a high school English teacher, so I'd like to announce my students of the week from last week and then this coming week. So we have Keeley in on Navy Days Film Studies first period. Proud Keeley for coming in later in the year and working hard. And Savannah, it's like a period creative writing. She's gonna be published someday. And Anna in fourth period creative writing, who's talented and engaged as well. And then on Green Days from last week, Malachi, who has been doing awesome with his film analysis.
Name.
And Michael in third period freshman English he's got great engagement and work ethic, along with Aiden in fourth period English class. The same for him as well. Now for this week, we have on Navy Days, first period, Paul, congratulations, you're student of the week. Because you are a hard worker as well. And we've got in second period creative writing, Jaylee for your engagement and your terrific writing, along with fourth period creative writing, Logan. Good job, guys. And then finally, Green Day this week for first period film studies, Adrian. This kid, he came in and just so strong. It's awesome. Third period, LJ, thank you for your terrific work ethic. And Allison in fourth period freshman English. I'm so proud of you. I said, could you do this for your homework so you have time in class? And she did. Thank you, Allison. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. The new Golden Age era is a great blend of classic and modern storytelling. Jeff Johns, JSA, and Stargirl, Jeremy Adams, and Vendidi's Sandman looks promising. What are your thoughts? Oh, well, unfortunately, Jeff Johns is done with DC for now. But I love Jeremy Adams. Like, I really like his writing. And Sandman looks so good. His Flash is awesome. His Green Lantern is awesome. So Sandman, Vendidi's Sandman looks like something up my alley. I love stories like that.
Max, why are you yelling Paul?
Logan.
Okay. Yes, his name is Logan. Here, just a second. Assemble had a question about, like I said, about starting reading comics, and I'm going to give Batman one bad day, but do you have any tips for how to start reading comics in a good way? Because it feels very daunting to get started. Yes, I spent 2 months out of the comic book shop, and I feel like I'm behind.
That's not a good tip at all.
No, I mean, sorry. Yes, I completely understand. And look, we're surrounded by comics.
Find something that you like and follow the writer, the character, or the artist. I think that's a good way to get into other things. Like if you enjoy something by a certain creator, you like the writing, then follow their other works. And there's nothing wrong with asking a comic shop. A good comic shop will be able to guide you.
Yes, that's true.
Now, if you're not lucky enough to have a local comic book store, feel free to ask questions like here. Like seriously, when I can't, well, I can't get to every single question. Well, we have wonderful viewers that always reply back. So I know it's daunting, but don't feel overwhelmed. It's supposed to be fun, right? Don't feel like you have to like the same thing that everybody does, and vice versa. Don't feel like just because you like something that no one else does, there's something wrong with you.
I think.
Hey, BK, how are you, brother?
Yeah. Oh, just really quick. I think I feel overwhelmed because there's just so much good stuff, and I'm like, I don't have time to read it all. That's how I feel overwhelmed. There's just so much good stuff. How are you? Welcome back. Thank you. The Hush 2 art previews look mid, like he was aping his first. What does that mean?
I don't know, Brent. I'm so out of touch with
what's aping, or is it a typo?
Is mid level?
Okay, no mid. We get mid. Should we get mid? Okay, I'm gonna keep a lookout for you. Okay, and Arturo, thank you. Here's Spider-Man for you. Today is Dia de Muertos in Mexico, when we honor those who passed away. My greatest respects to your dad. I'm sure you make him proud. You're the GOAT. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah. Hey, Sean DeSook.
Hey, buddy.
Let's see. Do you have the Mad Max comic?
I don't. I have Max comics, like Punisher.
Let's see. Sorry about your father, Omar. I lost my father a month ago. Jeez. I sympathize with all the other stuff you contend with. Calling the VA, calling the various agencies that always pass. Yeah.
It sucks.
Gaping. Wait.
But it's just it's part of life, right? Don't ask Emmett-san chat about comics, please. Ripping off.
Oh, thank you. When did that start?
I don't know, but
wait.
But Brent's making it happen.
From one teacher to another, he means to copy. Oh man, isn't English wonderful? Much love from Europe. Thank you. And thank you, Sierra. A weird thing happened with me. I tried reading the Ghost Machine books, and I realized that I can't read them. Too many details and lines. Too busy. I'm too young to feel this old.
Maybe you have an old like an old heart, right? Like an old soul, and that's why. Aping is
it's an old phrase.
It is.
I'm old 38. That's not old, and I don't. Max, I don't know if I trust you.
Which my husband's stream. Yeah, you make those kids watch.
No.
Why don't you make those kids? We've talked about this. You know, make those kids watch the whole stream, and they get extra credit for the timestamp when their names are called out. We're gonna drop them like every 5 minutes.
Oh, I didn't take a picture when. Do you think Marvel will finish out the original 2099 runs in omnibus format? I know Ravage wasn't that popular, but it would be a shame not to have a complete set.
Sure, why not? I know they're working on, or I'm sorry, not working. I know they have plans for a world of 2099, which would be cool to have like those series that weren't collected anywhere else. Because remember, we were trying to add more stories to that Doom 2099, and they added two. No, they added one that we suggested, and then the other two, they're like, we're going to save that for the world of 2099 omnibus. Philip here with the translation from urbandictionary.com. Imitate the behavior or manner of someone or something, especially in an absurd or unthinking way. Jim Lee is aping?
Okay, Philip says aping, so phrase. Well, I trust Philip. Sorry, Max.
I'm sorry, we live in Kentucky and we ain't ever heard of aping. I've never heard of aping.
Yeah, I've never heard that before.
And my wife likes old terms. Like
English is your second language.
Okay, you don't have to be racist. Where can we find the Discord, Patreon, and other facets of the wonderful community, Melanie?
Good question. Wait, what do you mean? Where are you? In the description of this video?
Oh my gosh. You are the worst. That was the worst sales pitch for our Patreon.
We have one, though. Where you can find it, down below. However, or to the side, wherever this little frame is. We do have a Discord for the $5 tier on Patreon. That's a very wonderful, supportive community. Thanks to the people in it and our moderators. And Patreon starts with $1, the $1 tier, to get you access to the
written documentation.
And then on and up, there's different tiers such as the book club, Ask Me Anything chat, names at the end of the credits, etc. And thank you, Project Viking. So you said the cut of your jib, and what I was thinking of, just really quick.
No. Oh, hold on a second.
Never mind.
I was really struggling to find a comic community that will help me. But with you spending time trying to help me and all the people in the chat, I think I finally found a community that can help me.
Well, good. And it should. I'm sorry that you had to struggle. That's ridiculous. Comics are fun. Why people be that way? Yo.
She's an English teacher, by the way. And English is my second language. Sorry for your loss, Omar. Your dad lives in you now. You are his legacy. And I hope I make him proud. That's always something that has, I don't know. Stop saying Y'all make Jimmy all mad now.
Oh.
Aping has been around. Hold on. Go back up.
Ghibli is vaping.
Aping has been around for hundreds of years. Melanie, how you taught me poor English. Pretty sure Kentucky for aping is gatering.
Oh no, I haven't heard that either.
Noodling. Don't we do noodling? Y'all know what noodling is?
I remember noodling. I do know that.
Can you rank Marvel, DC, IDW, 2080, Image, and Dark Horse? Every single comic or by publisher? Oh, this is a Marvel family. Obviously, look at our shirts, right? So for us, it's Marvel, then DC, then Image, Dark Horse, 2080, and then IDW. I didn't get into 2000 until I was older, so I love it. I love 2080. Like the stories I found in my I never read Halo Jones up until like 2 years ago, and I know people overseas have loved that story for so many years. I got into Judge Dredd 4 years ago, five years ago now. I need to do another Judge Dredd. Oh, I need to get back to reading orders. Oh, I just need to get my mind on track. Where's Dom? Dom, meet with me after this live stream.
I love. Thank you guys. I'm just really quickly reading through all the comments about aping and vaping and gaping. Jib is not a cheese. If you like the cut of somebody's jib, the cut of a jib is some sailor nautical term back in the day for like how they did the sails and knots and such. And so if you like the cut of your jib, it means you like how you do things. What about what do we think of when movies are converted into graphic novels like Mad Max and Dune?
I'm okay with that. Yeah, it depends on who's doing the adaptation. I'm usually not the biggest fan of adaptations unless they're adding a little bit more. Yeah.
He can't. He's gonna be on Omnidog with Webhead.
Who is?
Dom. He can't meet with you. James said.
Why is
James is in charge of his schedule?
Why is James stealing all my co-hosts? I mean, not James. Omnidog.
Stop gaping. It's unhealthy.
Are we still talking about this?
Thank you. Jim is a triangular stay sail set forward of the mass. Oh.
All right. My little comic book store isn't gonna carry new books due to distributor issues. I'm gonna be
ever.
Wait, what's going on with this? What distributor are they doing? What are they using?
Optimus Prime gave them a mission.
No, that's the wrong character. Was aping 4 million years ago in Beast Wars. Thank you. Any mailbag? We haven't been. I need to go. I need to go to the post office this week. I need to get back to also shipping out people's
How about
prices.
That be a goal for this coming week? Just get back into normal things. Yeah, shipping out the prices. So they are still there, ready to go. We haven't forgot about them. It's just, I guess, good thing I sent out the email. If you won and you still haven't received your prize, like it's coming forthwith in the near future.
Wow, way to hype that up.
I think forthwith means quickly. When are we going to get another Mighty Marvel Masterwork review with the young Minties? They're so awesome. Oh, thank you. I'll tell
them. We were supposed to record one. Yeah.
Oh, we did the Walt's Comic Shop.
Yeah, you said Ting.
Mm-hmm. 3 times. 3 is right out. No, wait. No. Are you supposed to do 3? Oh,
Is noodling something that would get talked about in a total room? She was so sweet. She reached out to me about my dad. A lot of people that I had interviewed, comic creators, reached out. It was really sweet. I hope now that my dad, my dad never understood what I was doing, but I hope now he has a better understanding of what I do.
What? Art Spiegelman was vaping on stage the rest of the week, and young cartoonists kept asking him to sign vapes. He signed at least 15. What?
Art Spiegelman? Really?
Hey, Final Shadow knows noodling.
Yep, it is.
Now, looky here. Stan Bush Rocks. Ooh, that's a good name. Sister began watching your channel for Dom. She began reading comics because of Dom. She has a crush on Dom. Aww.
Well, I'm gonna let him know that, and that's why I have to go through a casting. I almost called it a casting couch.
Oh, nope.
There was a couch where people would cast people before it became a casting couch in the adult industry. No, Dom is great. I
totally told my students that my comic book creator crush was Chip, and you were okay with that.
Yeah, I don't care. They got Diamond, Lunar, and Penguin Random House. Sometimes floppies from Marvel don't ship on time and are a week late. They will now only buy books if you pre-order and have it on your pull. Dude, that's making it difficult. Like, having all these different distributors is making it so difficult again for Omar. This is the second you're yelling at me. Hey, now.
That sister has competition for the top comic shop.
Mom is our tank. Him and what's his name? Bunk. Both of those guys, man. They love wearing tank tops.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again.
What are your thoughts on a Hulk Omni by Philip Kennedy Johnson?
Yeah, I'm digging the series. So whenever he's done writing it, I'm more than welcome it. Kentucky Caliente casting couch.
Oh, you're welcome, Assemble.
The $50 tiers, we go noodling together.
That's just fishing. You put your hand in the hole.
It's not fishing. You put your
and you pull it out.
There's videos of girls doing it. And I was like, oh, this is weird. Thank you for answering my question.
Nope. Let's see. How often? Every Saturday. So for the past 2 weeks, our great friends have subbed in, and they join us sometimes for the Saturday streams. But during the pandemic, my husband started doing this, and it was a way for me to spend time with him. And I love comics as well, and it got me involved. So yep, every Saturday, 11 a.m. And yeah, thanks
Eastern time.
Great people. That is how it went for the past 2 weeks.
Oh, I loved Alien Romulus. The practical effects, the cinematography, the throwback to the original Alien. I loved it. There is one problem I had with it, and I don't want to say what it is because it might spoil. I thought it overused something a little too much, but I loved it. I thought it was great. I can't wait to own it in 4K. I think it's coming out in 4K.
Oh, that would be cool, Master Bobby. I showed it in film studies, Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh,
and then we just watched Across the Spider-Verse for fun because the kids really liked it. And yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse is a great movie. I love it.
Dom is Clark Kent.
Dom is Clark Kent. I'm Superman.
Okay.
That's a really weird alter ego when he takes his glasses off. He shrinks to the 5'7". Because I think Dom's like 6'1". He's a tall Filipino.
I still remember learning noodling right here in Kentucky from my grandpa the day before he passed away when I was a teenager. Oh, wow.
Did your grandpa noodle?
Did you get a catfish?
Did he teach you how to do it?
That's what he said. Let's see. I agree, Omar. The movie was in space the whole time. Like, what the heck? Enough already. Gosh.
That's not what I'm complaining about.
Are there any Doctor Strange Omnis coming out soon?
I haven't announced anything yet. For the same, it's coming on 4K in December. I'm getting it as well. I need to get Godzilla -1 in 4K. You did. That's wonderful, dude. That's a good memory to have.
Over using shots of girls in the underwear because I'm okay with that.
No, that's not what I'm complaining about at all.
I have not been reading the current Miles Morales run. Have you?
Cody Siglar run? Mm-hmm. I'm keeping up with it in trade paperback, so I'm about...
Cody Siglar's right now. Okay.
I'm a month or two behind. Whenever the trades come out.
Alien Romulus. Wait, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Is that the name? Oh, okay.
We've been talking about that. Yeah, I'm digging it. I like the way Cody Siglar writes Miles. He writes him he actually writes him like a teenager. Yeah. And that's what I dig about it.
Buggy Des has a lightning round off the top of your head. 5 must-read Halloween horrors. Oh, wait.
You always forget the name.
No, it starts with the N. Right?
No.
Infidel.
Good job.
Infidel for the win. Really good.
Yeah, Infidel's a good one. You want Hidden Gems? I
love Halloween. I didn't like it.
Oh, I love Halloween. That's written by Keith Giffen. That's published by Tokyo Pop. It might be out for it's scarce, but it's not super expensive if you can still find it.
Oh, okay.
I love oh my gosh.
And it's like LUV Halloween, isn't it?
It's a foreign book. It's creepy, but it is a bunch of little elves that live in the body of a dead girl.
Oh yeah.
What is the name of that book?
No say.
I think it made it in my top 10 horror comics of all time. Top 13, if you go back to watch that video, made like 5-6 years ago. Oh gosh, what is the name of the book? It's disturbing. Rush is excellent. Rush is excellent. By the
recommendations.
Way. You can't I think I still say any of the EC books. Tales from the Crypt, Haunt of Fear, and Vault of Horror. Beautiful Darkness. Thank you. That was it. Absolutely. That is one of the books that is disturbing, creepy, and it stayed with me. I almost feel like Peter Pan is almost like that too. The European Peter Pan comic that was done by the gentleman that was a Disney animator. Oh, what is his name? Yes. Loisel, I think. Yeah. Beautiful Darkness, man. I
started reading it and I forgot.
That's a creepy one. Y'all need to read Poison Ivy, Volume 3.
It's good. The art. Oh my gosh, so good.
And let's see. So yeah, those are some of my favorites. And I guess one more. Chew's a lot of fun. I like Chew.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we all know Omar prefers his characters male, hairy, buff with skin tight clothing. Yes. Alien Romulus 4K Steelbook is 55, slipcase is 30. Of course, I ordered a Steelbook. Bruce, we missed out on our Godzilla Steelbook. I can't find it anywhere. I actually messaged Bruce about it.
You announced Doctor Strange Omni for early 2025.
Yeah, the Sorcerer Supreme. But I thought he meant like new announcements. Chew Compendium coming out, right? Great series. Oh, it's so good. So good. It's fun, and it's got that little dash of horror that you like. If you don't like real, like true horror, it's got that small dash of horror that I think people will enjoy. DC brought back, thank you so much for the super chat, Doc Holiday. Brought back the new Golden Age comic run during the pandemic and led by Jeff Johns. New comic series on JSA, Stargirl. Are you planning on doing an overview of the new Golden Age trade paperbacks? Yes, whenever I get them. Of course I will.
Thank you for the super chat. Godzilla -1 is back on the big screen.
Is it in black and white?
Ooh.
What title from Marvel could be?
Oh, bye, Mom. I love you.
Oh, we have headed out.
You drew that? That's awesome.
That's an awesome picture, dude.
Seriously, I was thinking that was cool. I just didn't say it
out loud. I like the big chin. Chew got old. I love Chew. I'll tell you what got old. The joke with the chicken. That got old. Pollo. I agree with that. But everything else I've really found endearing about Chew. What title for Marvel could be done in the style of Long Halloween? A cool dark murder mystery. The Death of Squirrel Girl. Written by Alan Moore.
Yes.
Written by Alan Moore and drawn by let's see who's a good artist that Bill Sienkiewicz.
There you go.
No, Mike Mignola. Mike Mignola's return to Marvel Comics.
Watercolors. Watercolors are so pretty.
Alan Moore.
Yes.
Can you imagine that? It would be
that would.
No, America Chavez. I hate that character. Get rid of America Chavez. Now people are gonna be like, I'm sexist, I'm racist. I just don't like the
Ice
character.
Cream Man. Yes. We was talking about Ice Cream Man earlier. Thank you for bringing that back up with horror book recommendations. It's really
Station
good.
16 is excellent.
Deep Roots.
That's an excellent choice too.
Dark
Room. I did my Hidden Gems. That came out. Did Hidden Gems come out for this month? I know I recorded it. Like I said, this last 2 weeks have been a blur, man.
Extinction Agenda and DC Marvel Omnibus the same week as Christmas Come Early.
Yeah. Omar hates America. Chavez.
Ooh, and it needs to be in black, white, and red. There you go. Boom. It'll sell millions of copies.
You said watercolors. He's just painting it red.
Oh, I didn't think about that. I said that. I just meant in general.
The permanent death of Logan the Wolverine. The permanent rise of Laura Wolverine. No,
she's too powerful. You can't kill her. Alan Moore, new prose book. It just come out. The Gray.
Odin's Ravens. That would be the most dark and twisted Squirrel Girl Chavez I need. Hey, Omar. Hey, Danny. How are you? Do you think Swamp Thing by Rick Veitch Book 2 will be made one day? Yes, I do. I think they've been doing a really great job of getting these things out and not canceling lines and continuing stories. DC, that is. I'm sorry. I should have clarified.
What were those movies or TV shows you guys always wanted on adaptation into graphic novels?
I went to Twilight Zone with original stories.
Oh, that would be cool.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh, I'd follow this in graphic novel format because I love anthologies and I like sci-fi, I like horror, so I would love that.
No permanent deaths.
Was that Cage that said that, or Karsten? We used to say, oh, that dude's Bucky dead. Like we would say when somebody, like I remember when Colossus died, I was like, there's no way that guy's Bucky dead. They're gonna bring Colossus back. Or like Magneto. Magneto can never be Bucky dead. Now I can't say Bucky dead anymore. Thanks a lot, Ed Brubaker. Are you going to do another library tour? Yes. I need to actually message my buddy to film it.
Wait. But you already did one this year. That wasn't this year. That was last year?
Mm-hmm. You better count those books again,
It's
Melanie.
a yearly thing.
You better start counting. Hey, Mega Shremser. Welcome back. You've been missed, and just in time for the Alf Gallery edition.
There we go.
What? No. The universe can't be that cruel.
Time flies. You could say Gwen Stacy dead. Ben dead. The Autonominal is a good Halloween book.
Yeah, Gwen. If we have like Spider Gwen, right? Like
or Belle dead.
Maybe Uncle Ben dead. Does that still count? Is that still a thing? Who's an annoying character nobody liked that they don't like? Ares is still dead. I can't remember. I know Sentry. I never liked that character.
Sentry died? Wasn't he like uber powerful?
The power of a million, depending on who wrote
million suns or something.
Depending on who wrote him. Sometimes it was 1,000 suns.
Twilight Zone did have comics from now. Comics.
Oh, they did? I never knew that. Marvel, that's a good one too.
Hello.
It's at the Gorillas.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. What would your indie hero evergreen picks have been?
Oh gosh. I think I would have gone with the obvious ones like Usagi Yojimbo, Hellboy. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with Invincible. I would almost make that evergreen. Did they have 3 or 4? I know Peter told me they were changing the rules up. And Max. I really like the Max, and I wish somebody would just release that in a complete format.
Thoughts on Absolute Flash?
I like the creative team. Is it Javier Rodriguez that's the artist on it? Right, Jeff Lemire and Javier, or am I getting that wrong? They are the Malibu Ultraverse.
Do you have an idea or
Sweetie, I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Wait, you call me Sweetie or Bar Sweetie?
I can't call Bar Sweetie. She'll call me sexist if I call him Sweetie. No, I don't. I know that. Oh, well, I mean, I have okay, so let me think. Hold on. Tomorrow will be my top 10. Okay, so today at 5:00 is the first look at the DC's finest books, the first 4. Tomorrow in the morning is my top 10 of November. The afternoon is the first look at the art of David Nakayama. Monday is in the morning. It's Hulk by Cates and Otley. And I want to make sure I got this timing right. But at 5 p.m., we're kicking off our monthly DC Finest kickoff. Like we're doing it once a month, me, Curtis, and Dom. But we have a special guest star with us on Monday if he's still wanting to join. And that's Mark Wade.
Wow.
Mark Wade is going to kick off our DC's Finest. That's at 5 p.m.
Did I know that? That's awesome.
Just need to clarify what time. I think it's at 5 p.m. Eastern time, and that's on Monday.
Monday, yes. Oh, thank you, James. I didn't notice that it said Monday, not Tuesday. Monday.
And then Monday afternoon will be the High Republic. After that, so somewhere in the evening, maybe at around like 7 or 8, will be the High Republic Phase 2 Omnibus. Tuesday will be the return of the trade paperbacks and Dom's first look at Batman Year 1 and 2 and DC's finest Superman Golden, the first superhero. And then the return of Old Reader, New Reader. Although I need to get with Maddie because on Tuesday at 12 p.m. live, I'm interviewing the editors of Conan the Barbarian, the Omnis from Titan Comics. So it's not only going to be Titan Comics joining me live. It's going to be Heroic Signatures joining me live to talk about Conan the Barbarian Omnis. So come with all your questions about what the future of Conan Omnis, if they're ever going to do the Dark Horse Omnis, if they're ever going to do the, all of Marvel, if they're ever going to do the trade paperbacks. Come with all those questions. What if Dom quits after reading Year 2? What if he gets a tattoo on his face that says Year 2 for life?
Okay, so Bard just calls you names for existing, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Dana said, am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yeah, that is
okay.
Dana.
No, just
Dana? Yeah.
Okay, I forever wanted to do a Twilight Zone comic series adapting stories by Charles Beaumont, Richard Matheson, Ray Bradbury. I'm all about that, yo.
How did you not?
3 times and never got a nibble. I'll nibble.
Okay, weird. Dana would be perfect because she did the Web of Horror. That's one of my favorite releases this year. Both reads and the way it's collected. It's a beautiful book.
And Mr. Walter said thanks.
You should be an artist.
Mm-hmm.
I really like your Judge Dredd. Wonder Man's career. No, he's getting a movie.
New Universe dead.
Okay, I like these. What's happening on Monday? Monday is Hulk by Donny Cates and Otley Omnibus. Kicking off the DC live stream, DC Finest live stream. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern time with Dom, Curtis, and Mark Wade, and myself.
Any headway on getting a Spence Ackerman interview? He's making the round.
Is he? Maybe I'll reach out. I've kind of put, unless I had already scheduled something, I put interviews on hold for the meantime because just with everything going on, I got to catch up on reading. I got to catch up on filming and editing. And I feel like I love doing interviews and I will get back to them. But unless I've already scheduled something, I've kind of put them on hold. And I need to get back to some people.
I'm only curious if there's any chance for Conan.
A lot of people are, yeah.
I can't talk. I like this, and maybe, Dana, maybe, what if you pitched this just Ray Bradbury's theater?
But then you would have to get the approval of, like, the Ray Bradbury, the family, or... It's difficult. You still have to get approval for, like, Twilight Zone. No way, Bruce. Just found out Venom 3's on Netflix early February. That's actually kind of late, don't you think?
Here.
What do I think of Batman The Last Crusade by Frank Miller that has been out of print for some time? It was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, I can give him
a proper...
Thank you, Bruce. Let's see. I just got back into comics recently with The Walking Dead. I'm on Compendium 2. It's one of the best things I've read. Oh, yay. Are Curtis and Omnidog in some kind of feud?
Yeah, they hate each other. Omnidog hates Canada. Curtis hates America. Chavez.
Yes, Carlos, promote your new rock band.
Yeah. No, they don't. They love each other. Or at least I think they do.
When do we get Thundar the Barbarian graphic novel?
Isn't Nick said Nick from Dynamite said they had the rights to that book. I believe.
Let's see. Got the timestamp.
Spoiler, Jason.
Yeah, but that's why I showed
Jason's comment.
But yeah, Carlos, you can promote your new band. After I've read Batman One Bad Day, do you have any suggestions on what to read next?
Oh yeah, Batman Year One.
Or Batman.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with go read Batman Year One. Go read some classic.
That's
Batman.
A classic. This is crazy fun and beautiful artwork.
Batman the Cult. Yeah, seriously, there's a lot of good stories out there with Batman. It's got a lot of omnis.
Sidebar.
Hush. Long Halloween. Actually, Long Halloween's a good one. Long Halloween's a good follow-up to Year One. The Evergreen Indie stream made me interested in the Goon, but have no idea what it's really about. How to start. Could you try and sell me on the Goon? Yes, it's two friends that are solving crimes, like fighting thugs on the street, but also supernatural demons. And it gets insane. I love that book. My buddy Chris is the one that introduced me to him. And Dark Horse is releasing them in omnibus format starting this month. It's actually the one that made it in my top 10. It's great.
Max Appleman?
Wild Robots was only 2 weeks after opening. Joker 2, 4 weeks. Both video on demand. Venom 3 video on demand is the end of November. That's crazy. And I thought Wild Robot was doing well at the box office. Why did they only wait 2 weeks? That's
Chris, thank you for the super chat.
And thank you for the super chat, by the way.
Oh, we found Shadow. Read Batman the Cult, a story about Batman finding a gun that I just made up in my head. Oh, like we were a kid the other day. Either way, that's cute. And thank you. Shout out to Final Shadow for doing our timestamps.
Batman Cult 45 with Billy D. Williams. You get that joke?
No.
Yeah. Too young. We need a re-release of Avengers West Coast Omnibus Volume 2. It's long out of print and essential for Moonlight fans. Moon Knight. Not Moonlight. But yes, that's a good one.
You're not dreaming, you're a moon.
Don't forget to vote. Every year we post our vote, the poll every year around January, February. It's a good book, man. And honestly, the omnibus is really cheap. It's like $35 for 500 pages. Getting the rights to adapt anything is a challenge. I wanted to adapt Of Mice and Men to be drawn by John Severin, and the Steinbeck estate replied to my inquiry.
Cease and desist letter. Whoa, that escalated quickly.
But you made the right call.
You
and
doing like wow. My daughter is currently reading that in her English class. Oh, I haven't read it since high school. I've never had to
I love that
teach
book.
it. And I just vaguely remember the ending. Oh, Batman 6 out of 10 Occult Detective. That's what you need to read next.
Yeah, he is. I said what I said. What about an actual Law and Order comic run? I guess we kind of had that with like Gotham Central, right? Gotham Central. Goon meets Criminal McCraw.
Did we read JL versus Godzilla versus Kong comic adaptation?
I didn't. I need to read that.
It looks fun. Yeah, if people in the chat, if you've read it, is it fun? Is it like goofy? Is it serious? What's the tone? Not sure about anyone else, but what?
I assume it's a fun time. Justice League versus...
Okay,
I just assume.
I guess maybe that's a dumb question. Not sure about anyone else, but my dream collab would be Larry Hama, Sean Murphy. Hey, we saw Larry Hama at the con. G.I. Joe miniseries. What team would you like to do a Joe mini?
G.I. Joe mini? Alan Moore with Mike Mignola killing America Chavez and G.I. Joe solving the crime. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, you need to give an actual answer because last time Tristan Kister asked you something, it was
okay, no joke.
Girl.
Okay, Dream Team. this is a dream. But I love Larry Hama. He's perfect. So no one else but Larry Hama should be writing G.I. Joe, the classic stuff, right? I really like. Oh my gosh. The new G.I. Joe stuff has been solid too. Like the Scarlet miniseries, the Duke miniseries was excellent. But a G.I. Joe miniseries by Garth Ennis with Brian Bolin on artwork? Oh my gosh. Yes. That would be a dream. I love it.
I'm trying to find your picture with Larry Hama. Here it is. Yep.
Yeah, Larry's such
blurry picture.
Great guy.
Did you get The Absolute Death of the Family? Does it match the Court of Owls one?
I did get it. It's one of those books, again, that showed up that I haven't done an overview of with DC versus Marvel and Hellblazer, but I need to. I promise those will be back.
Hi, Diabetic Superman.
While Robot's budget was $170 million with marketing, made it $230 million. So a flop on... Oh! But Joker 2 will lose about $250 to $300 million, fortunately. Wild Robot was good. I really liked it. I was hoping more people would see it. I did not like Joker 2 at all. We're in our G.I. Joe Sergeant Slaughter miniseries and G.I. Joe Street Hawk mini blasted. I'm really liking what they're doing with the Joe. My Peruvian cousin, sorry if you already went over it, but are we getting a DC versus Marvel review from you? Yeah. I'm sorry. It's been late. It's been crazy here since my dad passed. It's probably by Wednesday. I'll get it out by Wednesday.
Due south. Do. That's totally the song. Due south Canadian Mountie comic.
Is that Dudley Do Right?
Awesome. Oh, here's Carlos's band. No, it was the Due South. I just remembered the instrument part. My band is called OS or Os Radiophobia. You can check out our first single, Stranger to You, on Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, etc.
What do you play?
No one likes Joker 2.
No, Quentin Tarantino said he liked it because it was a big FU to Hollywood and comic book readers.
Aww,
Quentin, I'm so disappointed.
Comic book reader.
I saw the Transformers 1 bomb, and it was a good movie.
Well, once I get my custom one made, give me 2 more years and he can do it. Yeah, you did just hear the Due South theme song. It says Due South. Do.
That's how it goes. This is why you're the musician in the family.
Rhythm guitar player.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I had no idea. Hey, Carmelo Reyes, how are you? Sending good vibes during this difficult time.
Thank
really
you.
Appreciate it.
I finished reading the first omnibus of Moon Knight and loved it. I already bought the second one with the Miller cover, but now I'm reading Moon Knight.
What do you think it stands for?
Mortal Kombat Fighters.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat Fighters.
Mortal Kombat versus King of Fighters.
I'm so glad you joined the Saturday live stream to talk about comics.
Mortal Kombat versus King of Fighters.
Master Kung Fu, Melanie.
Have it. Those action sequences are really something.
They are, yeah. I agree with that.
It's really sad Transformers 1 bombed. First time liking a Transformer movie since the first one.
I'm upset about that too.
Oh,
this was a good movie.
My student, I was like, you didn't turn in your syllabus that you don't have permission to watch Nope. You're gonna have to go in the hallway and pick a different movie. And he picked Transformers 1 to do the chart on.
It's a fun movie.
But then it was like, it wouldn't work, and he was trying to show me the scenes. And anyway, thank you kindly. All right, here we go. This week channel with spitting facts. Due South was the show produced in Canada to air in primetime on a major broadcast network in the United States, CBS.
Mortal Kombat Fighters.
Mortal Kombat Fighters. Martin F. King.
What is wrong with you people? Mortal Kombat. Don't encourage Melanie. Right, dude. As a Transformers fan, we were hoping for something good, and we finally got it, and people didn't go see it. I recall Omar talking bad about Transformers 1 before. No, I didn't see a need for casting people like Chris Hemsworth in it. Because I think, to me, if you're going to have an animated movie, why spend so much money on casting a big name like that? That was my issue with it. But I like the first trailer. My daughters and I laughed at the first trailer. I think, I did see a lot of hate from the Transformers community. But then again, what community doesn't hate on new things?
1756. Oh, wait, he's an alien. Duh. Okay. Wow, thank you. James, spitting bad facts over here.
I don't think James is right.
Oh, wait, all good. It'll be a cult classic just like Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, and then Scott Pilgrim got a cartoon. How are you doing, Drew? Have I read Road Trooper? I've only read one collection of Road Trooper, and I really like it. I liked it. I know it's one of those classics over there, though, in the UK.
When I saw Digimon the movie, there was a mom and her son with her. That was it in the theater.
Has that become a cult classic?
Oh, I don't know.
The American release of Digimon was unique. Not unique, because they've done this before with like Megazone or Robotech the movie, but it was where they put 3 movies together in America. 3 of the Japanese Digimon movies together and made it into one story.
Can you make a video or quickly explain the different printers for Omnis and how different they are?
Like Marvel and DC and everybody, or just Marvel Omnis? Because I know Marvel uses 3 different printers. DC usually uses 2.
You can smell the difference.
Although iMac has gotten better at that. Like they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't stink like they used to.
Is that all? Is that all you're going to say?
Yeah,
I don't want to catch off.
Well, I don't know.
So really, you do.
I don't know exactly how to do that, but let me think about that.
The first trailer for Transformers 1 was indeed really bad. I got sold on the movie on the final trailer.
Yeah, people were hating on that first trailer. I thought it was funny.
Was it 5 Mark Ruffalo's? Never mind. That made no sense. I totally messed that up.
Wow.
Remember Sausage King? Sausage King's still around, guys.
You're
hard. Blow the sausage out. What to the Mark
Get to the questions about comics. We're talking about Sausage King.
The Sausage King's still around. I haven't watched that.
The Nova Omnibus has a strange smell. Was that an iMac one? Spider-Man. Here, go to Super Laugh Hard.
Well, your mouse isn't working very well.
Spider-Man live action show was edited into 2 cinema releases in Europe. Still bad, sadly.
Oh.
Hey, what's up,
Omni Nation? So sweet. Brightest day and blackest night. Melanie's hair is always tight.
Keep reading.
Comics always make my day right, and Omar's overviews keep me hyped. Oh, that's awesome.
He did something very similar when I was interviewing Jeff Johns and Yvonne Hayes. And he was like, I'm sorry, I had to. And I was like, no, I think Jeff Johns, he snickered. So he laughed.
Hey, you should be proud of yourself. Made Jeff snicker.
Disney just milks all their properties. I wish they would milk the classics and release some of those in 4K. Mark Ruffalo.
No, he's on the YouTube channel.
No, just stop. Abe Froman is the Sausage King of Chicago. Who wrote that? Who wrote that? Thank you for that. Bloss. That was witty.
The name of the channel?
No,
Abe. What was it called?
Who cares right now? Please focus, baby. Just look. Give me 13 more minutes.
I do that to my students all the time. I'm gonna go off.
This is what your students do instead of learning. Will you please focus on the people that are here?
Ordinary Sausage. That's the name of the channel. Ordinary
These
Sausage.
people are taking time out of their Saturday.
At a Mark Ruffalo box.
Anyway, that's a good throwback to what movie, Melanie? Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
I don't know. You're not doing a good job of impersonating, I suppose.
Oh, I guess not.
What is it?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, Jack Barry got it.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
There you go.
Yeah, Jack Barry's a smart guy.
Mr. Bobby's got a good question.
What's your favorite comic book making style? Like smearing, hatching, Kirby dots? The Kirby Crackle? Oh,
I like hatching.
I like cross hatching. Yeah, gotta go with the cross hatching. That was a good. And honestly, the contrast of like the shadowing of Mike Mignola. Yeah.
Okay. Like Ordinary Sausage is still going strong.
Yes, please. Let's promote a channel that has 18 times the subscriber count I do.
762K subs.
Oh, is that all? Okay.
But I like
7 times the subscriber count I do. Thank you for that.
Let's sausage.
Thank you, James.
What's your favorite Peruvian dish? Yes, I have tried Peruvian dishes, and My husband's favorite. Oh shoot, never mind. I don't remember what it's called.
I like Seco.
Oh yeah, you
I
do.
like Caza.
Juanca Gallina. That's it.
What did you just say? No, go ahead. What'd you say?
Juanca Gallina.
Juanca Gallina. What the heck is that?
it?
Ají de gallina?
Dang nabbit. That was totally off.
I never want to hear.
You're still talking about yourself.
Leave him alone. Don't be salty. That ordinary sausage is bigger than you, Omar. Yeah. I'm so salty about
Papa. Yes, thank you.
Papa la Huancaína. That's a little. She fusioned two dishes together and made Juanca Gallina.
Oh, alfajores are good too.
Yeah, those are good. But yeah, I'm a big fan of my mom's Seco, and I like Caza también.
I didn't do it. I didn't make the Ferris Bueller's reference.
We got a super chat. How high on the list is most desired Marvel Omnis was Bruce Jones' Hulk? It was in the top 50. Yeah, it was in the top 50.
Dawn Production, thank you for the super chat.
Hey, keep up the great work. I'm glad you took time for yourself. A good channel, like a good comic, reflects the similarities life throws.
Wow, Dawn Production, that's gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
That's really cool. Wait, I love Fight Club.
A lot of movie was hated on release, gained a cult following. Fight Club. Now I think of like what is it? The Frankfurter. Melanie.
I saw this in New York.
Okay.
Like 6 times on the sidewalk.
Melanie.
Frankfurt.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. How well did that do at the box office? Because that has a huge fan following. So I wonder how well it did at the box office.
Anybody watched Ordinary Sausage?
Please stop with the freaking sausage talk. Thank you, Jean Remy or Jean Remy. It's Jean Remy, right? The Thing was a bomb back in the 80s. That sucked. That sucks. That's a great movie. I'm done typing. News Movie Channel with all this information. Huancaína, Seco, Causa de Pollo, Ají de Gallina, and Lomo Saltado are all bangers with a chicha. Oh yeah,
Chicha Cola.
Yeah, chicha morada is where it's at, man. My dad brought some over the week before we went to New York.
Hi, Omar and Melanie. I lost my mom a couple of days before you lost your dad, Omar. Seeing you laughing and enjoying comics again is inspiring to me, and I'll try to do the same. Good.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. It's there's a few times during this live stream like it hits you,
and that's okay.
And that's okay.
It's going to
just let it go, man. Because there's reminders every day, and even when I talked about chicha morada, like that.
Yeah.
It's still like my dad is back at his house, and he's gonna call me in a minute.
Interrupted the live stream. He's like, "Oh yeah, you're doing your show."
I didn't care.
I know you didn't care, baby.
I told him to call me anytime. I told my mom the same thing. But yeah, it's not easy.
I suppose they are breaking the first rule of Fight Club, aren't they? Oh, you can join NMC Patreon for the upcoming Sausage AMA live stream. Okay. What was the most amount of collected? Okay, editions, hardcover and paperback that you got in a single month? Mine is 73 so far. Birthdays, holidays included. Whoa.
Oh, Manga? Does it count? Because Manga, like, box sets had like 20 something volumes in there. I want to say like it was ridiculous. It was like 150 books. Because I remember going to like thrift stores and stuff like that.
Ceviche. I love ceviche too.
You know, they make like chicken ceviche, which I don't know how that makes any sense.
Hey, how are you doing?
Let's see.
Why do people hate Batman: The Dark Knight Returns comic? What are some? Oh, and then I'll go back. Yeah. What are some?
The Dark Knight Returns, or the Dark Knight Rises? I see a lot of hate for Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Returns, I thought was one of those just classic books. I don't know. Everybody has a difference of opinion. So probably why? Maybe because they don't see Batman looking like that.
The Metal Gear book, was that your
that's
vinyl?
the vinyl collection of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. When I learned from losing my dad, it's okay to cry, it's okay not to be okay, and reading comics, at least for me, is a great escape. 100! Stay strong and keep moving forward. Your dad is proud of you.
Thank you. I hope he is. I like to think he is.
There was a question about your dad's cocktail of choice, but he didn't. Oh,
my dad wasn't a drinker.
Oh.
I mean, maybe in his youth he would only drink like when, you know, like at parties and stuff like that, but he wasn't a drinker.
Wait, I just thought about it. Chicken ceviche. How does that? Can that work?
That's what I said. I don't know how it works, but I remember thinking it wasn't a Peruvian restaurant. I think it was one of those fusion cafes. Rules about loss: feel bad now, feel better later.
DC versus Marvel is a Marvel or DC Omni. How does that work?
It's a DC omnibus. It was printed by DC, so whoever ended up with the rights to print the books is who. It's all a licensing thing, right? But they still had to work with Marvel. So, but they had the right to print it.
Thought about you earlier this week when listening to I Don't Call by Lakeview. I'm sure he was proud.
Thank you, buddy.
I haven't read The Boys.
I like The Boys. It's not for everybody, but I really enjoy The Boys. It's different than the show.
Yuck.
I didn't know you were a vegetarian.
How many times that you know of has Marvel reprinted Omnis and added extra content due to reader suggestions?
Eternals, Thor by JMS, Iron Fist. So at least 3 different times. I think that's all I can think of right now. Well, no, we made the Extinction Agenda happen. 4.
Well, Assemble's asking for some X-Men recommendations. Where to start?
Where to start is what's in print right now too. Uncanny 1 is a great starting point. New X-Men by Grant Morrison. I think it's excellent. Astonishing's out of print, unfortunately. Uncanny X-Force. It's a great jumping on point. And oh boy, this gets hard because I can't remember. Mutant Massacre is like their first crossover, so you get a taste like all the other books. X Factor by Peter David, Volume 1, coming back to print. Those are good. Those are ones and Wolverine 3, Omnibus 3. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
So, Miss Peachana is saying I had to put my eldest cat to sleep 2 weeks ago. That and the change of the seasons, getting darker and colder. I've been feeling down. Since. I tried, but I haven't been able to read anything. Any suggestions for uplifting comics? So, people in the chat, please recommend uplifting comics as well.
I did a video many years ago when I had to put my pup down. It was a live stream with Jess talking about comics that lift our spirits. For me, it's things like Calvin and Hobbes, Green Lantern by Jeff Johns.
Yeah. What if it's, or even like something light, so you don't have to use as much mental energy?
Yeah, so like Far Side.
Duck
Comics is excellent. That's a really good one, actually.
I'm drawing a blank at the moment. So you said, like, do you remember the name of the video, or it was a live stream?
It was a live stream. I can't remember what it's called.
Asterix.
I like the Duck Comics suggestion. That's a really good one.
Elvira minis. Oh,
I haven't read those. Yeah, it's something light. I think something light would have to.
Doraemon.
Has that been translated in English?
I Hate Fairyland.
It's a good one. That's funny.
The Blues.
I remember thinking Next Wave was on my list. This is funny. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, That was fun. That was fun reading it. I was talking about you earlier. Okay, first of all, hello, my friends. It's great to see both of you back on the channel. This channel is definitely something to be proud of, and your dad knew it. Oh, thank you. And I'm sure you talked to your friend, right? That stood next to you in line, and she got this side for you. And I was like, what? I wanted to be the first. I'm sure tons of other people
was like,
did
I'm
as
so
well.
tired of
But it was really cool to talk to her. He's like, oh, get that out. I was kidding. The Crossing. Oh, Superman Birthright.
It's a good one.
That's a good idea.
Like
Let's see.
All Star
Bloomsbury is
Superman.
publishing some Doraemon comics, not in order.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I had so many books come in after my health issue. I've not had a lot of motivation to read. Gonna crack open the G.I. Joe compendium and get a nostalgia kick. Oh yeah, and you're totally about nostalgia, right?
You know what's
This
really
Week channel. You could. What about something nostalgic?
What's really interesting about the G.I. Joe compendium and compendiums in general, I learned while I was at New York Comic Con, is that compendiums, you know, I know that people are like, oh, why didn't they make it into an omnibus? Including myself, I've said this, but compendiums do really well in the book market. Like places like Barnes and Noble and Waterstone, like they really like having those books, those compendium books, because they don't carry omnis.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Green Arrow and Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Yeah, should be coming out sometimes. Viva Carlos Valdivieso por siempre.
Oh.
Lo siento, hermano, mi padre también falleció en 2018. Él también fuera de Callao.
Really?
Mi más sentido pésame. Oh man. Yeah, that's where my dad was born. It was Callao. Thank you, brother.
Oh, you're welcome, Assemble.
Oh, good luck on your comics journey.
Lobo Compendium. Oh, it's 101.
Yeah, let's do 3 more questions.
Have a good night at work. And bye, Phenomenal AC.
It's good to see you, man.
Asterix is so good, but here we have an Asterix themed park north of Paris, and it's amazing. It's like a parallel universe. It really feels like you're in the comic. My aunt used to take me every summer. Oh, cool. The comics always make me feel good. Jaggernaut says, I lost my dad in 2021. I asked you for some uplifting reads in the chat. Thanks for being there. I know we're all here for you. Hugs and positive vibes being sent your way. You're the best around. Nothing's ever going to bring you down. When we do an overview of the Aquaman by Peter David Omni?
Whenever it comes in, I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm. And Peter David's happy with how big it is. So you said 5 questions, right? Is that what you said?
Sure.
So it was okay. So that was 1. After the show, head over to Omnidog's Vault for him, Webhead, and Dom talking about the upcoming Essential Collected Editions. And yeah, Daylight Savings Time hasn't changed for us yet. It's tonight.
Yeah, it's tonight, like 2 a.m. We are watching Dragon Ball Daima, Tina. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Dragon Ball babies will make your dreams come true. Take care, and thanks for all the fish. I'm gonna start saying that. Thank you. That's you. You know where that's from?
Yes, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Melanie.
What's your favorite TMNT crossover? With who do you want them to cross over with next? I like the Batman one.
I like the Street Fighter one. Who do I want them to cross over next? Biker Mice from Mars. I'm trying to think. They're crossing over with Naruto. Yeah, that's a good one.
Biker Mice from Mars.
No, not Biker Mice. Something from my childhood. Thundercats. Sure, Thundercats. That's a good one. Good answer, Omar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a lot of fun talking with her, Hot DeLorean. And MD was saying earlier about it's lonely at the center of the earth is uplifting. At the end, for me, it was really heavy. Like I couldn't stop reading. It's a great book, but for me, it wasn't uplifting. It was very heavy. And it does have a positive message at the end. I just meant.
Zoe lost her brother to suicide last month.
Oh.
And she's donating all the proceeds from It's Lonely to suicide prevention. So I don't know if you'll follow her on social media, but I thought that was really powerful of her to do. She was having a rough time with it.
Jeez. Well, you're welcome, Rahul. And
I saw the X-Mansion, buddy. Yeah, that's really cool.
yes, One Piece. That's true. That's an uplifting read.
Usagi and TMNT have met, 4 times? Like, they've had a crossover 4 times. Battletoads, that would be fun. Reading Something is Killing the Children.
How about this will be the last question?
Hey, Bruce.
Batman's asking.
Wondering if the new G.I. Joe compendium is a good blind buy for someone trying to get into it. I was never into it when I was younger, so I don't have any nostalgia. Well, if you don't have any nostalgia, it's the first 50 issues. It's the restored artwork that Marvel did. The next compendium won't be the restored artwork, so I wonder how that will look. It's cheap for what you're getting. I know I say that it's a $69 book, but it's cheap. It's $69.99. And you get 50 issues, though. So, yeah.
That's great. So, Partworks comics reader and Adam are saying about in Ice Cream Man, there's a page from Zoe, and the proceeds are going to...
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Janice, should I give you here? You get out.
Don't get that man a super sticker. Aren't you doing a show right now? What are you doing? All right, everybody.
Yes, you guys take care. Thank you guys so much for your warm hearts and for joining us. And
thank you all.
Yeah,
this wasn't easy to come back, but I'm glad that I was here. Now go and watch the AARP show. Old man yelling at clouds about omnis. Love you, buddy.
Oh, stay silly.
Bye,
Puppies.
everybody.
Bye. Stay minty.